What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today you guys are in for a treat if you enjoy the league racing and online side of things. Today I'm doing a social race around the Belgian Grand Prix here in Spa with some community members from F1 2020, from the F1 gangs, basically. New Zealand Ryan, Alex Gillen, Rawagi, Hayden Gullis, Ayatona, just people from the community who either make videos or league race, etc. And we're going to have a bit of fun. I'm in the McLaren. My teammate is, surprise, surprise, New Zealand Ryan, which you guys might remember from my league racing days. Basically, he is very, very fast. Probably the fastest guy in the Southern Hemisphere. In today's video, he's actually using the wheel for the first time on the F1 games. So we'll see what his pace is like on said platform. He normally comes from Xbox, so his pace might not be the same. But anyway, I'm making excuses for him. Why am I doing that? We're going to roll into the race now, but before that, I want to show a couple minutes of just banter footage. You guys can skip over it. I'll leave a timestamp for that, but let's roll into it and see what's going on.
I assume, Ben, your friend Ryan97's still in Australia, judging on his signal
he's
there.
New Zealand.
Look
at the flag!
Get your flags right. Get your flags right.
That totally different flag. Yeah, sorry, I completely missed that.
Just say they're both the same countries.
It's like saying you're Scottish.
Right, invite anyone that you want in, or just anyone, I think, because...
Alright, Brendan Lee, Bono Weiss, Ty Machine, Michael Romanidis.
I don't reckon public
Let's go.
is going to work.
All the esports drivers are coming in.
We're 2 corners away from being half race distance. Oh, no.
That's Alex Gillen because he's too slow.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god! Fully retired? What? I think I got stuck in the barrier. Oh, I was just being silly.
Alex will spin under safety car and DNF, so there you go.
that was glorious.
Ben, you weren't even there. You can't be slating me like that.
Mate, I didn't even show up and we still got the same amount of points.
Oh, get in the
Is
bit.
formation up on, by the way?
Yes,
Hopefully.
probably why.
Shit.
Right, I'm going to open the session up now. Lobby's open. The default setup, by the way, is pretty good around this track. I'm sure Raggy will still moan. But
Oh, you
I
don't
like this.
say it, man. It's so bad.
It's not. It's on this track. It's all right. Some tracks it is
No,
awful.
it isn't.
Spain's not great, but this one's really good.
But you lose so much traction on, not traction, sorry,
boy.
speed on the straights. It's ridiculous. You don't need the wings you get on this.
Fucking hell. I've just seen a video of a washing machine spinning and someone's dropped a Mario inside of it. Really fast.
It's just the banker lap, it's all fine.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
It's
900-degree steering wheel.
Oh,
For
the
God's
bus is
sake!
Hey, did you say
I've
it's
lost
a
my
banker
wing.
lap?
Default setup already feels like
Well, I
it
don't
drives with
know,
front
these-
wing
these-
damage.
Oh,
These
God's
viewers could be
sake.
Yeah.
right.
900
Thank
degrees.
In before neither of our wings are changed.
Yeah. Did you
Sometimes
rate yours
that
as
happens
well?
too. Yeah, 900
Oh.
degrees steering out of the pit
Oh,
lane, just went straight on.
Oh, Ben, there's 2 tenths, 2 thousandths separating us two. That's how bad the lap was.
I'm washed up.
Is Ben's career over?
Oh wait, no, I'm 2,000ths away from being washed up.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm okay for now.
Once again,
Jesus, Ryan is so fast. Holy hell.
jeez.
Is he signing for McLaren this year?
I wish.
I'm just noticing a bit of a pattern here. Ben suddenly becomes the ambassador for McLaren, and then Ryan suddenly becomes a McLaren and smashes it on the track.
Ryan is so good, but Alex is so bad. Such a fine
Right.
line between.
Uncalled for.
Literally P2 right behind him.
No, but I just love how there's massive compliments about Ryan and Alex so close gets nothing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's in his territory. He's in setup land. If he can't do well in fixed setup land, he can't do well anyway.
Yeah, that's very true.
Fix setup. Get over it, Raggy. Honestly, gee, let it go, man. Let it go. Just let it breathe. Fine. We've got fixed setups. It's all the same for everyone. Just leave it.
Question,
Leave it out.
will Hayden
Your
get
fixed
killed
setup is better than
by
my fixed setup.
That's why we've all been so
You're a
wide
twat.
there to avoid being hit.
You're a massive
We've still
twat.
been hit.
What? I just went deep. I went wide.
Yes. so deep you nearly hit the wall on the outside. I even
Yeah,
braked
exactly.
as
I was
well.
so deep. You're right, Ben. I've really lost it there.
My front wing is going to be so deep into your gearbox at turn 1.
Well,
You won't be able to comprehend. Are you still alive down there, Scott?
I am, yes, for now.
Okay, good. Just checking up on you, buddy.
Oh, man.
Right, I'm going into sweat mode now. Good luck, lads.
Alright, good luck.
Sweat mode engaged. We are back for the post-commentary. Ben here. And you're going to see me when I'm concentrating now. So here we go. We're ready for the Belgian Grand Prix. I qualified in P4. As you saw in qualifying, I had 900 degrees of rotation coming out of the pit lane. Understeered right into a wall. I think I got track limits for 1 lap. And then I really only got a lap in at the end, which was okay, but not great. 7 tenths away from Ryan, who is in pole position for this race. We're riding on board with Ryan, whose strategy is soft medium. We cut on board to me, and my default strategy is soft hard. But thankfully I had the presence of mind to just change the strategy and realize that the soft medium strat is the way to go. That is some career mode techers for you guys. Ryan opted to add some fuel. For his strategy, I'm going to leave my fuel at the default level because I'm anticipating safety cars in this race, and you don't want to have a bloated car full of fuel. Yes, that's the first time anyone's said a car is bloated with weight before, but away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. We had a AI car completely jump the start there. I got in front of Gillen. Alex O'Grady there coming over us on the left-hand side meant that I had a very awkward turn 1. Not really his fault, just me going in deep, and in the end, it is P7 for us with 1 or 2 cars up the road who had some jump starts. So we'll see where we shake up once the race settles into its entirety as we head up the Camel Straight in the slipstream of Rawagi. I didn't want to use too much overtake on this straight, but the proximity of the racing points behind me under a bit of pressure, and I had to deploy a little bit more boost than I would have liked. But either way, we're down to 78% on the battery. Being a power track, you've really got to manage the battery and also the fuel, but more crucially, the tire, not the tire temperatures, the engine temperatures. You can see Raggy losing the back end there out of no name. I completely had to go off to the left-hand side of the circuit just to avoid him, which really stuffed up my run. Raggy, we got a warning for that somehow. But either way, it's been an okay start. P5, decent recovery after what was a pretty shambolic turn 1. But either way, we're settling into this race. And I imagine this race is going to be full of safety cars. It always is in this social community race evening we have on every Thursday night at 7 p.m. So make sure you're around on Twitter or Alex Gillen's YouTube channel to watch it live and take part. But yeah, here we go. We are in the slipstream now of Safzo, who we were fighting last time out. What circuit? I think it was it Barcelona we raced last time? We've done a few of these races now, and it's been good fun. We throw in community members, subscribers, to fill up the rest of the places, and that's where I think the safety cars will come. As you can see, we are really tucked up under the rear wing of Safzo here into the left-hander. Alex Gillen has made an absolute meal of no name, and we're going to get past him, and we're possibly going to get past Safzo here with a boost of overtake around the outside at Pouon, and we squeeze our way onto the podium now in this Belgian Grand Prix. It's been a great start, really opportunistic, making the most of Alex's mistake, and then
a lot of chat
Safzo
going on, which is not helping.
on the replay.
That VSC still gives me nightmares.
Can't do this
me a
in the
set
corner.
there.
Oh! Wow.
These cars just don't want to.
How I've saved that, I've got no idea.
You're telling me. Yeah, as well. Horrible.
Wow. That was a big
There
moment.
you go.
That is probably the biggest race save I've ever done.
That was a nice save there from Alex, but I was just about to say before we cut away rudely to that replay. Not really. I edited that in. Anyway, I'm sure Safso got kind of screwed up by that, by Alex having his moment, and that gave me the extra little opportunity that I needed. I didn't hesitate through there, and we made the most of it into third place. Next up is Alex O'Grady in the Ferrari, and then my teammate New Zealand Ryan leading the way, as he always does, as the safety car has now been deployed here on lap 4. I'm not too sure what that's for, but we are going to box at the end of this lap, and we're probably going to go to mediums to finish off this race. It's a risk, but I think there might be more safety cars later, so we should make it.
Oh,
no.
That
wow.
was the worst timing.
Yeah, that was for us. Right, fortunately we can copy the cars ahead. Ben's playing some games.
I was going to say.
Well, yeah, he's playing F1 2020.
Please, Hayden, please.
How do you get to sleep at night?
Get me straight.
How do I go to sleep at night? In my bed.
Okay, copy that.
Where do you go to sleep?
Jesus Christ.
Guys, how do we mute Hayden in the middle of a race?
Oi, oi, oi.
What is Ben doing? Ben is
Joe,
playing
we've
some
got a safety
serious
car.
games here. What is he doing?
I've got flashbacks.
Oh, I know
of-
what he's doing. I know what Ben's doing. He's doing a Mercedes. He's leaving a gap because Ryan's in the same car, isn't he? So he's making sure he doesn't get held in the pits.
Unbelievable.
Damn you, Ben.
Joe, just overtake everyone.
Just go for the overtake. Just pray the game glitches.
Safso's ahead of me.
Oh wait, no, Safso's my teammate.
Oh,
Do not pit Safso. Don't pit Safso. You animal.
Oh,
Yeah,
Raggy,
right.
Double stack, baby. Let's go. Oh.
Joe,
Alex
we're
is
leading
new
the race.
crewing.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Please repair it. Please repair it.
Enjoy your
Oh,
crewing.
no.
Yeah, they go on.
Okay, they go on. Oh,
Wait, I can hold Ben up.
please do.
Red
There you
flag
go,
it.
you're welcome.
Red flag the team.
So in we go for the pit stop. This is actually Ryan's on board. You can see he goes to medium compound tyres, so he sticks to his strategies. We are back to live pictures again with me talking again. But in we go into the pit lane. A very conservative in-lap from me. And I think the reason why we're doing that is pretty self-explanatory. But anyway, onto the medium compound tyres. A slight hesitation there from the guys. And thankfully, we actually jump out underneath both of the Renault cars. Well, we get jumped by Safso, but I was able to actually exit my pit lane, my pit box, unlike the Ferraris and the Mercedes from my career modes who have been stuck in unfortunate pit lanes which are very tight and restricted relative to each other. So I'll definitely take that. That's very lucky on my part. But anyway, we rejoin in P9, P10 actually. I'm trying to get the jump on a ghosted car, someone who's disconnected, who's not in this race anymore. And it looks like unfortunately the game is not having any of it, which is a shame. Now, as I make this overtake, you'll see my live reaction here.
Are you serious?
Return the position immediately or we will be penalised. There is no overtaking during the safety car period.
Are you serious? Fucking go past me, you dickhead!
So yeah, as you can tell, not happy with proceedings because I tried to overtake the ghost car and then for some reason, slowing down to let the ghost car go through, Alex Gillen was able to overtake me and I couldn't get my place back. So in the end, it's been a very frustrating set of circumstances there. I'm going to continue to work away at these two ghost cars who aren't in the race anymore. We got past one. Now we just need to get past the other. And it has worked. Okay, so we're in P12 now. Unfortunately, we lost 2 spots thanks to that kerfuffling. But at least we're past the ghost cars who go stupidly slow on safety car restarts. Really, I feel like ghost cars should just get sent to the back, to be honest. Especially since they're not even in the race anymore. But anyway, we're getting ready to resume the racing now for the rest of this Grand Prix. We're on medium compound tyres, and we are slightly banking on a safety car. At some point again in the Grand Prix for us to make it comfortably to the end of the race. As you can see, Ayrtono spinning and resetting to track on the restart there. Thankfully, I didn't get an illegal overtake warning. That would have been absolutely triggering, as you can see. Rawagi, speaking of triggering, he is triggered himself. He is out of this race. And with that, the safety car has been... It's been triggered again on lap 7. So those drivers who opted for hards, that being Alex Gillen, Safso, etc., they're coming in again because the hards are just going to be way too slow for the rest of the race, given the amount of safety car running we're doing as we go up the inside of an AI car under safety car. Again, we're trying to employ the same tactics. There's no point sitting behind someone who is not in the race. And because it says catch safety car queue, we can overtake into our Rouge. Last chance to do that before we catch the pack and that was awfully risky, but that risk has turned into reward. It is P6, only 5 cars in front of us now as we cut back to Gillen.
Pretty much everyone behind me's box, which is perfect. I've got a penalty. No, no, I'm going to get held up by everyone behind me because of my penalty. This race is going not well.
Wait, staying out again.
Ryan 97, by the way, in the first stops under the safety car, went for mediums straight away, so he's looking incredible right now.
Wow.
Ah, Ben also went mediums. Okay.
I did indeed, as we check the race director just to see what tyres everyone is on at the moment. Hayden Gullis, soft tyres. It's been 2 safety cars, mate, and you still haven't stopped. What the hell are you waiting for? Anyway, I feel like we have made pretty much all the right decisions in this race, with the exception of that literally having to come to a stop to let the ghost car back through. But apart from that, I feel like we've been right on the ball when it comes to race strategies and overtakes and decisions and what have you. And Alex Gillen has made a lot of average ones so far. But we go back to green flag running once again. Ranky, for some reason, lets me go through, which means that I have a clear run. And our pole sitter and my teammate, New Zealand Ryan. Who would have thought we'd be in this position after the first, I don't know, half of this race? We are back in the game once again. As you can see, we're closing up to Jodman. That is Jody Mills. One of XMediG's best friends. He used to be league racer from my Apex online racing days. He was in the same league as me way back when, so we go way back, me and Jody. He was also the guy in the wireless racing wheel who took me out in that F1 2016 community race. So me and Jody have much history. Let's see if we can negotiate each other cleanly here as we run into the bus stop. That wasn't me. We were on board with Ryan. As you can see, Jody pulling into the pit lane. Not a good strategy from him to stay out on the mediums. I don't get it. Why were so many people not boxing, not under 1, but 2 safety cars? I don't get the logic. What the hell are you waiting for? What's the point in waiting until it's green flag running to make a stop? That is some career mode AI strategies right there. But anyway, we are back to green flag running, halfway through this Grand Prix, lap 11 here. We're on board with Ryan, who is in the slipstream of Hayden Gullis. Jesus. And he must be absolutely dying on those old soft compound tyres. I do realise we've done about 5 laps on the safety car, but still, those tyres must be in awful condition at this stage. As you can see, Ryan getting boxed up behind Hayden. I know Ryan's not going to go for a risky move, and I'm not going to shortchange him by diving up the inside of him. I'm going to be patient, much like Ryan is, and I'm just going to follow him through once he can get the right move made as we run through Puon. Again, stuck behind Hayden as we run into the middle sector. And all this time just sat behind Hayden is allowing Alex O'Grady to run away on the hard compound tyres, who has the effective lead of this race. And it's allowing Ranky and Alex Gillen to close up. So we can't afford to be stuck behind this guy for too much longer. As you can see, we cut back to Ryan, and he's not really showing much intention of getting past Hayden here. He's gone into lean revs. He's gone into lean revs. And knowing Ryan, he's not going to go for the dive bomb here. I tell you what, that was... I really wanted to go for the dive there on Ryan, but he's sat in behind for now. This patience better pay off for both of us, because it's putting us in a very tricky position in this Grand Prix. Again, Ryan waiting. This time he's going to wait for the DRS. I bet Ryan probably thought that Hayden was going to box at the end of that lap, but Hayden, I don't know what this strategy is. In any case, we're both going to fly past him here. We're going to both put it up into overtake. I'm going to go first. Ryan is going to go second. But Ryan is going to be the first one to overtake Hayden, of course, and we're going to follow him through in overtake. We've gone back down to medium, and we are through into 3rd place in this Belgian Grand Prix. That is the last of the traffic for the rest of this race. Everything that happens now is for position. As you can see, the engine is starting to overheat again. We'll need to get that back down to 125 degrees or less. But when you're running in the slipstream of the preceding car all the way around the lap and mostly using Rich, it's so easy at a power track to overheat the engine. That's a crucial element to the management of your race around here. Most tracks you're managing the tires. This place you're managing the engine and the fuel so much. paired with the batteries. We go around the outside of Ryan into Laycom. That was a bit close between the two of us, but we get the job done. And we are going to set after Alex O'Grady as Ryan gets himself a 3-second time penalty. That is, I'm not going to lie, a bit uncharacteristic from Ryan. He usually prides himself on his lack of penalties by keeping a clean race. But of course, you know, this isn't a league race for either of us. This is a bit of fun, so I guess we're both not overly sweating this race. Otherwise, things would be very different. I think Ryan would have waltzed off into the distance. I do have a feeling that Ryan maybe sandbagged a little bit in that first stint and made sure that we could catch up, possibly. I don't know, maybe Ryan will confirm in the comments. But in any case, if Ryan really tried, I think he'd be a long way off in the distance. But anyway, we've got 7 laps to go in this race. And the goal now is to catch Alex O'Grady. Ryan has a penalty. I can confirm at some point in this race I got a penalty. It was around this point, but I didn't, for some reason I didn't catch it in editing, but I do have a 3-second time penalty. As for Alex O'Grady, I'm not sure. We do know that Alex Gillen has a penalty, and he's near on 2 penalties against his name because I saw his stream. So, I guess this is all a case of battling on circuit. I'm not sure about Renke either. He might not have a penalty. As you can see, I run in deep into the bus stop chicane, which shows visually how Ryan is able to catch up through there. But one interesting difference I noticed between Ryan's driving and mine is Ryan opted to use first gear at turn 1. I was always using third, and sometimes I use second, but I didn't want to use second most of the time, as I thought you could get enough torque and punch out of third gear on this game. But I guess I'm wrong, because Ryan is a lot faster at me than F1 these days, so I think maybe I should employ the short shifting out of first gear techniques like he is. But anyway, 6 to go, and Ryan has timed his run pretty well as he got past me on the previous lap. This is all part of his master plan, as he is going to put himself in prime position to be the first to overtake the hard compound runner, that being the race leader Alex O'Grady. And then I think he's going to try and pull away if he can, so we're going to see if we can try and run with him. We are 3/10 back from Ryan, and we're going to run in overtake and rich ourselves to see if we can get past Alex O'Grady as Ryan makes the move and into the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix. Unfortunately, even though I was only 3/10 back behind Ryan, I wasn't close enough to get Alex O'Grady into Laycom, and so there's a car between myself and my teammate, meaning that Ryan is going to have the middle sector to himself while I'm stuck behind the slower car. This could be prime opportunity for Ryan to run away and win this race, so I need to react now as we go up into overtake, and we're going to surprise him into Puon as we go up the inside. He tries to cover us off. We get up the inside though, and we are through now for a McLaren 1-2. Alex O'Grady fighting back here in the middle sector, turns across us no less. Really hard racing here, but I really enjoy the challenge as we hold on to P2 in this Belgian Grand Prix. 5 to go, and Ryan has a 1.2 second lead. So from here on in, we need to go absolutely full send, overtake, engaged, to see if we can get back within 1 second and get the DRS, which will leapfrog us back onto, for lack of a better term, striking distance to get us back within safety. Thankfully, on that start-finish straight, we got DRS, same 2 on the Camel straight, and that really got us out of jail. However, to be in this position, we had to compromise heavily by using a lot of our battery. So for the next few laps, as I just catch my breath, really, it's been a pretty intense race. As I just, you know, settle my way back into this battle, I need to not use so much ERS, and for the last few laps I've been refraining from using overtake. I have just been using medium, and now we're at a point where we could possibly attack Ryan again as we head on to lap 20 in the slipstream and the DRS. We might have half a chance here heading into Laycom. We go to the inside, but we got a little too close for comfort there at the apex of Laycom. Make a bit of contact with Ryan, a very clumsy overtake, or half attempt at an overtake. I don't imagine Ryan will be too happy with that attempt there, but thankfully we do manage to hold on to our positions for the time being. But this is, I guess, the dress rehearsal for the end of the race. I guess we got to put ourselves in the ideal position. Like, who wants to be leading on the last lap? Who wants to be behind? I'd say at the moment, Ryan has the ascendancy. He's definitely the quicker car, I would say, the quicker driver, which is certainly helping. So I guess no matter what position Ryan is in, I feel like he'd be fairly comfortable about having to undertake the challenge of being either in front or behind. But it looks like he may well want to be behind heading into the last lap. As you can see, he's probably turned his engine down here. You can see we've cruised up onto the back of him. We go up into overtake, or not overtake, into DRS mode, and we fly past him with relative ease. You can see he's in standard there, so he's not really pushing. Got 35% ERS left, and you compare that to us, we're around the 20% mark. And so that's the comparison as we head on to this last lap. I guess my job now is to think about what I want in this race, and I think I'm going to back myself to see if I can hold on from the lead. That might be risky. I'm going to see if I can pull away in this middle sector of the lap, and then leave myself a little bit of breathing space to Ryan, and just use overtake on the straights, and hope that that's enough. I guess we'll see. Ryan, that's I'm guessing a bit more experience with this being a league racer still on F1 2020. So I guess we'll wait and see as we have a lap and a half to go in this Belgian Grand Prix. Ryan absolutely fine on fuel, as am I. I'm overfueled as well, so we can afford to run rich the entirety. The limiting factor now is just going to be the ERS deployment and how much we're going to use. Look at the slipstream. It's working absolute wonders here for Ryan. As he's not even in overtake. I wasn't in overtake either here, mind you. I was just saving it for this last lap. I realized I couldn't pull outside of 1 second, so I'm saving the ERS for this last lap. We both are, and I guess it's going to be decided here on this last lap here in Belgium. As you can see, nice run for Ryan at the apex of turn 1. He goes up in a rich and overtake just briefly there, just to get a nice little punch out of turn 1. And you can see as we go up Rail Rouge and Radion, he is in the slipstream. He's now in overtake, and he's going to have the DRS. I've momentarily put it up into overtake, but I've realized it's a lost cause. So we're going to have to fight back on the run into Blanchimont and the bus stop chicane. So my job now has got a little bit more complicated as Ryan takes back the lead. He is, I'd say, probably the faster driver through the, well, over the course of the lap, but especially through the middle sector. So it's going to be awfully tough to stay with him. What I've got to do is use up my last corner cutting token here. I'm going to run extra wide here to make up the extra time. And, well, I've taken it too far. I got on the power just a fraction early there. And because the tyres are quite worn out at this stage of the Grand Prix, they couldn't handle the loads. We just understeered right into the barrier. Yellow front end plate, and with that, that is probably going to be the end of our campaign, our run at winning this Belgian Grand Prix. But we gave it a good shout. I did my best, but it looks like it's not going to be enough now as we head through the final chicane. Ryan is going to win on circuit. We're going to come home in P2. We both weave across the line as it's a McLaren 1-2 for the team. But in the end, it actually turns into P3 because of penalties.
Oh, Ahsoka just come in last second, 18-second win. Congrats.
Wow, I've just seen that. He was a ghost car for the entire race. 7. Oh, this game. Yeah, what an Ahsoka. Oh,
and you had an epic race, didn't you?
Who?
Yeah, me and Ryan had a bit of a battle there.
A bit, wasn't it, for like the whole last stint?
Yeah, we were like following each other, swapping positions every so often. It wasn't crazy. We were working together a little bit.
Yeah. That was mad.
And then dead. 42-second lap time.
See, Alex O'Grady managed to snipe at the end, Ben, as well. He must have had an extra penalty than him.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Me and Ryan were weaving over the line.
Shame I wasn't up with you, Ben. I think we could have had a great battle, but I pit under the second safety car for mediums, but shouldn't have done in hindsight.
It.
Well, you both pitted went soft medium, didn't you? Which, yeah, I mean, I thought that was not brave, but getting towards that way under the first safety car.
I knew there'd be another safety car.
Did you like me holding you up, Ben?
Oh yeah, you cheesed both of us there. I was like, fucking hell, get on with it. Well, you had 2 safety cars to pit, mate. You didn't choose either of them.
Yeah, well, what I was hoping, I was waiting for after the first one. I was like, right, okay, I've got a good sort of strategy. I'll let everyone else at the back sort of fight with each other because Alex, I think, had a crash with Raggy. Raggy got loads of penalties, so I was like, let's hold out. And then the second one, and I was just like, I just didn't want to be in that pack again. So I just thought, screw it, I'll just wait for it to all calm down and then go in the pits.